imagine it was challenging. So I want you to obviously talk to me about that. But when you believe that you're ready, you're deserving of a first team opportunity, as this is relevant for other young players, and it doesn't come, how difficult was that for you to deal with? And what did you do specifically off the back of that to continue your development into, being able to be successful now?
Yeah. I was having this convo with my agent actually, because I'm quite, I don't even like calling my agent, because we're really close. He's part of my family now, so he's somebody I lean on for a lot of advice. So we literally had this convo the other day, and I won't mention the player. We were talking about a player who right now I'd say he's not helping himself. Somebody I know across the football league and he's not getting the opportunities he deserves, and he's just not helping himself. With his attitude or with his application, when he's a very talented player, and he probably should have got opportunities and he hasn't got them. But we just know how that's how football works, but he's struggling to accept that. So I said to speaking to my agent, and we just said, like, the reason I feel like I'm doing so well in the second half of the season is the work I done in the first half of the season. So, like I said to you before, I was being left out of match day squads. I was, sometimes I'd be in the shape and train, but I'm playing tomorrow, or I'm on the bench. No, I'll be on the bench, or I'll be out the squad. I had numerous conversations with a gaffer about playing time. I want to play. Many times, opportunities coming, didn't come. And the hardest thing for me in the world, again, me being the type of person I am, was on a Friday, when the boys have got an away game and I'm out the squad, and everyone's walking through the gym to go to the coach, and I'm in there doing my gym with my head down because I don't want to look at anyone. So it's not nice, don't get me wrong, and I've had many moments at this first half of the season where, self-doubt, am I good enough? Like, what am I doing wrong? Like, is it ever going to happen? But again, my default has just always been, like, can I go to bed tonight if I haven't done this thing? Like, am I going to be all right with me going to bed and being like, oh, you know what, I haven't helped myself today. Like, I could have just done my gym session, or I could have just done those 20 shots after training, even though I was a bit tired. Like, that's my default. That's how I work. So I don't know if you can, like, implement that into people. I don't know where that comes from. But that foundation that I built in the first half of the season, I'd be out. This is another excuse that people have about not playing. So people saying, I'm not fit enough. Was like, well, I didn't play any games the first half of the season, like, but I done my own running. Like, just do your own running. Just you've got pitch after training, like, do some box to boxes, or for me as a striker, if that's not specific, do like short runs. I don't know. You can always do something. And touch wood, thankfully, it's been my first injury-free season. So again, that's because I've put a lot more emphasis this year on doing pre-activation, which I've never really done. Like, I'm an explosive player. I'm strong. So, like, my hamstring, my calves, all these things I've had problems with in the past. I've had zero problems with the season. So I've gave myself the best chance possible by taking care of those things, even though so like, they're the things I can control, aren't they? Like, again, turning up to training every day with the drive to be like, right, I know things aren't going great, but let's keep going. Me as a striker, finishing is, like, of utmost importance to me. Like very, very. If there's nothing you can do as a striker throughout the day, at least just do your finishing after training. Like, that's the one piece of advice I'd give strikers, because it's just something I think you need to. I don't think you'll ever get to a point as a striker where you're content with your finishing. I think it's just like an art that you have to keep doing. So yeah, I feel like, the advice I'd say for, like, people similar age to me who are trying to forge a career is, no matter what situation you're in, you need to make the best out of the situation. You can't make it, like, nobody cares. Like, honestly, I'm in a change room now where there's young players who probably in my position, they're in the position I was 6 months ago, and I feel sorry for them, because it's like, I know what you feel like right now, but at the same time, I don't feel sorry for you, because I've been there, and, like, I didn't make excuses. I've, like, there's this blue sky analogy. It's like to do with meditation. So it's like, the sky is always blue. This might be a bit cringy, this, but the sky is always blue, right? But, like, sometimes it gets clouded, like the weather's not great, but behind behind it, the sky is still blue. So like for me, somebody said it to me the other day. They said, how do you stay so like how have you kind of kept your head? How have you kept the same attitude towards what you're doing? And I was like, well, like, because, right, it might be a bit cloudy, but like, I know the sky's blue. So it's like, at some point the clouds have to part. And he's like, oh, you know what? He's like, as much as you let the clouds part, he's like, you pull them apart yourself.